Hello! Neat. Whoa, good. This is another visual novel that I want to read. It is called Ever17, The Out of Infinity. It is the second visual novel in a trilogy. The first one is called Never 7, and the third one is called Remember 11. This one is really good, apparently. I would like to see what it is. He was in the middle of a blue world. As far as the eye could see, a sheet of water reached into the distance. The May sun shimmered on its surface. Above, high above, stretched a clear blue sky. Whoa. Space? Okay, and then the one I have downloaded is actually the old desktop, so all this is in this resolution. The fresh new sky looks so glossy and vivid that it might spill down to Earth at any moment. I wonder if there's an auto setting for this one. I don't know. That was all reflected. Okay, S goes back. Okay, Takeshi, so tranquil, he muttered. It is faster now. Okay, a solitary seagull traced a gentle arc. Nope, can't read fast enough. What did I do? I don't know. Is there a log at all? Back. So peaceful. So I clicked a couple mouse keys and now the text is moving a little faster. I don't know what I did. What's filing? That's neat. I think I know what I did. Probably a F1. Let me see. 10 miles from island. Okay, it stopped now. Can I go back? Okay. Click S, right? No. The mouse key. So the mouse ball, the wheel is going to let you look at the past text. May sun shimmered onto the surface, high above. That was all that was reflected in his eyes. The straight line of the horizon stretched into the distance, dividing the sea from the heavens. Wow. The man-made island, Incel Null, rose above the waves of the water. It seemed like a place removed from reality. The word utopia might have sprung to mind to describe it. Actually, a slab of rock on the boat dock of this floating island were carved with the following words. Where's heaven? I'm gonna click enter. Above the sky and at your feet. Space. Okay. I'm trying to activate the auto. If there is an auto. F1, leading out over the railing, a massive metallic structure swings gently. Let me see. I pressed F1, it just made it go faster. Utopia, huh? He mumbled and looked back casually. And there was a tanuki, a raccoon dog. His eyes met those of the animals. For a moment, they eyed each other in silence. I think F1 is the auto. To clear the air, he nodded his head. Yeah, okay, this is kind of fast. And the animal turned away, ignoring him. Upon closer inspection, he noticed something biting the animal from behind. I'll try to keep up. It was a young girl. She was shaped like a person. Looking closer revealed that there was something strange about her as well. Oh, there's a dog. Namely, a small tanuki attached to the girl's backside. That looks like a dog. In front of him there was a big tanuki. Okay, it seems enough to make him lose sense of reality. He rubbed his eyes, rubbed them some more, and then opened his eyes again. Even after blinking several times, the bizarre scene refused to go away. Whispered the big tanuki. But the words didn't reach his mind because he was so busy trying to process the absurd situation at. Yeah. I must be dreaming, right? That was what he was really thinking. Yeah, a dream. A dream that would not let him wake up. And whiteness. A cold white reality stretching forever. He felt a difference in temperature on his skin. The shock of it finally forced him to open his eyes. He wondered how long he had been sitting. It couldn't have been long. He had only been in the park an hour. He'd been sitting on the bench the whole time, eating the same ice cream. Of course it was. It had melted into a muddy mess. The melted vanilla ice cream trickled onto his coat. Yeah, well, it's cold. Yeah, the ice cream slowly soaked in the fabric of his pants. Finally, the coldness of it had spread, completely soaking into his skin. He had been sitting there a while. He'd been sitting so long. But the person he was waiting for never came. There was no sign that she would. I wonder why she hasn't come. He didn't know. Why am I here? He felt like he was teetering on the verge of utter confusion. He shook his head and sighed. It didn't seem his pants would dry anytime soon. He sensed a slight movement, and a girl sat down next to him. She was sporting the theme park uniform, a white outfit with a bluish ribbon. She looked like a guide. A beaming, innocent smile appeared on her shining face. Maybe. He was fluttered as her grinning face peered into his. She gave him a sideways glance. Her face suddenly lit up and she clasped her hands together. She tugged at his arm. Without waiting for his reply, she made him stand. Wow, look at all this. What's that right there, though? Who was it? He couldn't think of the name. She says this happily, almost prancing around. He nodded slightly. The girl's name tag glittered brightly against the white fabric of her uniform. That was what it said.
I am you.
I'm you? Is that your name? Yay! She nodded.
私は田中。
Oh,
名前はゆう。
that's a pretty name.
本当はもっと長い名前なんだけどね。
長い。
そう、果てしなく長い名前。だけど、めんどくさいからゆうでいいよ。よろしく。
Cute. With that, she enthusiastically stuck out her hand.
よろしく。
Without thinking, he shook her hand. And before he realized it, he'd been sucked along into her rhythm.
じゃあ、行こうか。
They released hands reluctantly. He looked again at his hand, which had moments before connected with the vanilla ice cream that spoiled and completely melted away. Oh no. He noticed that the two Tanuki had formed a line and were proceeding forward. In front of them was a massive gate that was sealed shut. The gate swung open soundlessly, and the big Tanuki, little Tanuki, and the girl went inside. Finally, my turn. He followed on their heels. This was LeMU's only entrance for visitors. Several park employees waited at the gate and handed over what looked like, it seemed that the earphones were turned to the head. He wondered why. Earphones? Well, looking around skeptically but obeying instructions, he stepped into the building. He surveyed the ceiling. There were no windows. From the polished round walls, it was clear that the room was empty. He looked around. Many of the visitors who had been waiting in line headed into the room. Well, among them were friends, amorous couples, people with their families. The Tanuki family had, however, split it up, it seems. The big Tanuki shoved its way through the crowd of people. A young girl stayed on the same side of the room as the little Tanuki. I've got no clue what the Tanuki are all about, but I guess my friends aren't here either. He didn't see any familiar faces around. He figured maybe they had already taken the far elevator downstairs. Just 20 minutes earlier, the visitor room had reached capacity. Okay, too fast. And the friends he had been waiting with had gone ahead, leaving him behind to go down with the next group. Oh well, I'm sure I'll find everyone down before it's soon enough. Finally, the gate to the entrance slipped shut quietly. I do want to use the auto, but the big Tanuki fiddled with something on the wall and the room got a bit straight for her. I don't want it to be too fast. The park employee emerged out of the darkness. He wondered where she had come from. She was wearing a flashy dress. The dim light shining on her made it seem like a character from some dream.
反応がないですね。もう一度行きますよ。こんにちは。こんにちは。
Ooh. It was the girl who just a little while ago had been attached to the dark
元気
Tanuki
な
guy.
女の子発見。お名前は？で、こっちが愛犬のピピ。
So that is the Tanuki is a dog. Bro, I thought they didn't let pets in here. You thought they just had doubtfully.
ココちゃんはレミューに来たのは。
How did you think that was a Tanuki?
今回が初めて。面白い子ね。よく言われます。ついでだからもっと面白いことやってあげよっか。え？最近ね、友達から超ウケるコメントを教わったの。それはまた今度ね。どうして？これから皆さんにお伝えしなくちゃいけないことがあるの。そっか。
Oh, yay! Oh, I think we're going on a little tour. That sounds fun.
残念だね、ピピ。では、改めまして。この度は海洋テーマパークレミューにご来場くださいまして誠にありがとうございます。これから皆さんにこのテーマパークレミューのご説明と少しだけ注意事項をお知らせいたします。そんなのどうでもいいから早く中に入れてよ。私ももちろんすぐにでも皆さんをご案内したいのですが、申し訳ありません。実はどうしても皆さんにはこの加圧室に留まっていただく必要があるのです。 たった17分間だけです。その間だけどうかお付き合いください。まずこの部屋についてですが、ここは加圧室と申します。これからこの中の空気圧を6気圧まで加圧します。なぜ気圧を上げなければならないのか、理由は後でご説明するとして、その前にひとまず注意事項をお伝えいたします。これから気圧の上昇に伴い、皆さんは耳に違和感をお感じになると思います。高い山の上から降りてきた時と同じように気圧が鼓膜を圧迫するからです。ですから耳がちょっと変だなと思われた時には、指で鼻をつまみ口をしっかりと閉じて耳抜きをするようにしてください。それでも耳が治らない場合や体調が悪くなってしまわれた場合には、手を挙げて知らせてくださいね。その時にはすぐに加圧を停止します。ところで耳抜きのやり方がわからない方いらっしゃいませんか？よろしいでしょうか。では加圧を始めましょう。加圧時間は先ほども申し上げましたように17分間です。その間に皆さんにレミューの構造についてご説明いたします。皆さんもご存知の通り、レミューは海の中に浮かんでいます。水深17メートルから51メートルの海の中に。さて図をご覧いただければお分かりになるように、これらは4つの層に分かれた構造をしています。上から順にインゼルヌル、エルストボーデン、ツバイトシュトック、ドリットシュトックと呼ばれていますが、一般的に言われるグランドフロアから地下3階までのことだとお考えいただいて結構です。インゼルヌルとはここ浮島のことです。洋上に浮かんだ巨大な人工島。インゼルは島、ヌルはゼロという意味のドイツ語です。つまりここは地上階、ゼロフロアということになりますね。次にエルストからドリットについてですが、
2, 3, 4? Right? As he was listening to the explanation, someone pulled on him from behind. He turned to look around. It was the girl who had just been talking with the park staff. What was her name again? Oh, that's right. Her name was Coco. And that animal she's holding is Pepe or Popo or something.
何が？
さっき言おうとしたコメッチョのことだよ。
コメッチョ？
知らないの？最近流行ってるでしょ？
知らないな、そんなの。なんだそれ？
アメリカンジョークのことだってば。コメッチョコメッチョ。気になるでしょ？教えてほしいでしょ？
Oh, a joke, yeah, I'll listen to Stafford's explanation. Oh no. No, let's listen.
気になるかも。
What kind of choice is this?
じゃあ教えてあげよう。
I want to hear it.
ある男が死んだおじいさんの幽霊に向かってこんなことを尋ねたんだ。100万年と言ったら幽霊にとってどれぐらいの時間なんでしょうか。すると幽霊はこう答えた。100万年と言ったらわしにとっては1秒みたいなもんだよ。次に男はこんなことを尋ねた。幽霊にとって100万ドルっていうのはどんなもんなんでしょうか。幽霊は答えた。100万ドル、それは人間の価値で言えば1セントと同じようなものじゃ。その答えを聞いて男はニヤニヤと愛想笑いを浮かべながら最後にこんなことを聞いてみたんだ。おじいさん、ならばあなたも1セント私に1ついただけないでしょうかってね。幽霊は微笑みながらこう言った。ああ、もちろんいいとも。すぐにでもやろう。だが1秒だけ 待ってくれないかな。
Okay.
どう？とびっきりしたジョークでしょ。
Yeah.
ところでこの加圧室に入る前に皆さんに
ナイス
イヤホンのようなものをお配りしましたよね。はい、そうです。今皆さんが耳に装着されているそのイヤホンです。これはただのイヤホンではなく音声変換器といいます。レミューの中にはヘリウムガスが充満しているので、この変換器を耳につけていないとアヒルのような声に聞こえてしまうのです。
He removed his voice alternators to see what would happen. Sure, people really do sound like ducks. Then again, maybe they sound more like aliens than ducks. The voice of the people around him jumped to a strange higher
な
tone.
なんか喋ってみてくれよ。なんだよその声、すげえ笑える。
Coco hadn't been listening to the explanation.
そうだ、さっきのコメッチョもう一回聞かせてくれないか。
どうして？
いいからいいから。
昔、ある男が死んだおじいさんにこんなことを尋ねたんだ。100万年と言ったら幽霊にとってどれぐらいの時間なんでしょうか。すると幽霊はこう答えた。
Your voice is pretty high.
さっきは
Ah.
ちっとも笑わなかったくせに。
He put the voice alternators back in his ears and looked back at his sapper again.
さあ、説明はこれで終わります。あと1分ほどでこの部屋の脇にあるドアが開きます。ドアの向こうはエレベーターになっていますので、下降すればその先には素晴らしい楽園が広がっています。それでは海洋テーマパークレミューを心ゆくまでお楽しみください。
さて、それじゃあ行くか。
Yay! Just as he headed for the elevator. Oh, this place is gonna be fun.
ねえ、一人で来たの？
ああ、俺？いや、友達とはぐれちゃってさ。
迷子なんだ。
ちょっと違うけど、まあ似たようなもんかな。エレベーターを降りたら、そこら辺歩いて探してみるよ。
さっきの係の人に相談してみたら？
お、それもそうだな。ちょっとすいません。
Looking back, he saw that the employee had already disappeared.
じゃあ君、一人でレビューに来たんだ。
そうだよ。
それにしてもさ、
After bending down to wipe away the white stain in his pants,
珍
he
しい
stood
よ
up.
ね。男一人で遊びに来るんだよ。
No, don't do this to me. That was true. You stood up. No, this is gonna be so confusing. It was paradise and amusement park. At that instant, he had almost forgotten even that.
でも、どうして連れの人と一緒に入場しなかったの？わざわざレミューの中で待ち合わせ
Did she stand up or did I stand up?
それは
Oh no, now that she mentioned it. Who had said to wait on that bench? Whose idea was it anyway?
まあよい。わけは聞かないでおいてあげよう。
Who was it?
しかしあれだ。要するに君は振られちゃったみたいだね。
え、振られた？
Stood up. It took a moment for the meaning of the word to register.
図星だったのかな。ごめんなさい。
She started slightly embarrassed.
まあまあ、そう落ち込みなさんだ。
She changed most abruptly and let out a hearty laugh. She slapped him solidly in the back.
私がとことん面倒見てあげるからさ。ね。
He nodded, a bit overwhelmed. So... I was stood up. I must have been dumped. Huh? Then again, he wasn't sure exactly what had happened.
でもさ、
何？
ユウは今仕事中じゃなかったの？
固いこと言わないの。
No matter how many times he checked, she was definitely still wearing a LeMU uniform.
ちょうどよかったのよ。
They got in an egg-like elevator together. The egg slowly began to move. It felt like they were slowly floating up.
上に参ります。
She whispered mischievously. This place looked so cool. The elevator was terribly crowded. And everyone was packed in like sardines.
ちょっと暑いね。
Her face was so close he almost bumped into it. Their bodies were flushed against each other. She was soft and warm. He was surprised. All of a sudden, he felt embarrassed and started to squirm.
ちょっと少年。変なとこ触らないでよ。
She whispered into his ear, puffing out her cheeks. Crammed in the elevator, he couldn't even move an inch.
すぐったい。あんまり動かないで。
そんなこと言われても息ができないんだ。
He couldn't move, but he couldn't bear standing still either. As he gasped for breath, he noticed her light perfume. Finally, the egg arrived at the top floor, and his suffering was over. He let out a cry and bolted from the elevator.
どうしたのいきなり。待ってよ少年。少年。
He sprinted away, leaving you far behind. It wasn't that he was trying to escape from her. He'd seen something. At the edge of his vision, he thought he'd seen someone. Up ahead, that someone was still visible. He chased after whoever it was, like a man possessed. I've seen that face before. I'm sure I've seen that face before. That was what his instincts were telling him. But where had he seen them? He tried to sort through his foggy memory. As he sifted, he kept running forward. He felt a desperate need to meet the person, but he had to hurry. Eventually, he ran out of breath. Holding his pounding chest, he looked up. There she was. Mixed amongst other people was a girl standing. He was sure that the person that he had been searching for was a girl. It was in the middle of the holidays, but for some reason she was wearing a school uniform. He wondered why she was alone here. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk to her. She was by herself. She was all alone, just like him. What should I say? What should I start? Let's see. He needed to calm down and focus. Huh? Why is it I have to talk to her? Why in the world? Who was she? Who was she? She's... He was caught up in a wave of people. Oh, neat. He got pushed into an elevator. It started to rise toward the surface. 51 feet below sea level, the elevator stopped before you got off the elevator as people were being spit out. This floor was called Earthstibot. He glanced around at his surroundings. She wasn't anywhere to be seen. He thought that they had both ridden on the elevator together, but he apparently lost sight of her in the crowd when he got off. I lost her. He hadn't even been able to say a word. He felt really depressed. Maybe... Did she call out to me? That idea suddenly popped into his head.
なんだろう、この感じ。
Okay, I'm actually gonna save right here. You save. Whoa, what the? Yeah, save. Okay, did I save? Yeah.
お客様。
And then stop there, right? Uniform. Yeah. I'm gonna wait.